Alright lads, welcome to another episode of Fighter Theory. It's got 3 gameplays here today. Just a little bit of a few different games, just going over what I did and why I did them. Now this F4U, it's not really don't really need to explain it, just a American player just head on in the first person he sees. The meat and potatoes of this first match is going to be this Spitfire. Now I'm in a G55S using a Spitfire F Mark 9, the 4.3. Gonna put it into half speed here just so I can walk it over a bit better. Now, like I said, we're both turn fighters. I want my plane to be at 45 degrees relative to him. Now I'm gonna turn into him, then roll over and behind him. So basically throwing off his aim, he's got to roll at the last minute. Can't really do that in a Spitfire because it compresses. When the Spitfire compresses at high speed, he can't turn, so he loses his advantage. You can see, I've already got my guns on him, he's nowhere near got his guns on me. So he takes it into the vertical. Now initially, my nose is heading behind him, but now I turn my nose up in front of him, because I know I'm going to outturn him here. You want to have your nose behind an enemy if you don't think you're going to be able to turn with them. So you can see I'm turning a lot better than him, because I've not got as much excess speed. And he's dead. I'm gonna play it again for you, but in full speed, so you can see a bit more what happened a bit more fluidly. So we put our nose 45 degrees to him. Want to get some speed, make it harder for him to hit, as well as we can reverse him more. That Spitfire's got more speed than me, but he's compressing, so he can't turn as well. I do miss my first shot here, but he's still got too much speed. I want to put my nose in front of him so I can get my guns ahead of him basically. Well, he's starting to slow down, he's getting a bit more manoeuvrable, but we kill him before he can get a chance to be at his optimal speed. So that was the first game. You just got to understand the planes you got to understand your own plane most importantly, but then have a pretty good understanding of your enemy's planes as well. So this next game I'm caught in a bit of a pickle. It's a TA-152 above me, high altitude fighter. I'm in the P-47M. Firstly, turn into him, make it a bit harder. I could have gone into a vertical there, but he's got all the advantages, so I don't want to do that. Gonna cut my throttle to 0, gonna use the P-47M's dive brakes. He's overshot me. He got into a turn fight, not really something you should do in the TA-152. We do manage to crit him. Don't manage to kill him now. It's just a nice little slick reversal. Can't really do this in the ordinary P-47s because you don't have an air brake. Well, the P-47M, it's a feature that not many people know about. But we've got a bit more into the game. He's been trying to run away from me, but he just doesn't have the engine power anymore. He's at lower altitudes where I'm the king here. Now he's rolling, he's going to turn over. Now I'm in a P-47M, it's not a turn fighter, so I'm not going to turn with him. Going to extend, we're going to go into a little bit of a climb. Now he's trying to get his guns on me, but he's just had to have done a really tight turn to get his guns on me. So he's bled a lot of that speed, a lot of that energy he had, he's just lost it. So I go into a vertical. I'm above him now, he doesn't have enough energy to follow me. He tries to force a head on, but I'm turning better because I've got more energy. And pilot's gone. Planes like the P-47M and pretty much all the P-47s, just can't let yourself get baited into turn fights with them. But this is the last match of this game. It's just going to be a very short video. This is quite a funny match really, because I didn't want to... This Spitfire that owes the 75, I didn't want to steal this guy's kill. So I was just toying with this BF-109. It turns out I probably should have stole the kill. So initially we go vertical against his K4. First of all it avoids him. Secondly I want to try and bait him slow for my friendly. I'll pull off him. I did take a few shots, but it was his kill. He's been chasing him for a good 5 minutes. But this K4 is getting close to getting shots at me. I'm trying to just lure him into pulling up for me, which he does pull up. He stalls out, but my Spitfire can't kill him. So I decide to help him a little bit. I put a crit into his elevator, so I think I type in chat saying he's yours. And I pull off him because I think he's dead. And we've got an enemy DO 335 coming in. Now, the 335, it's not really an issue for me in my LF Mark 9 in terms of a horizontal engagement. He is a lot faster than me though, and he will outrun me. But I'm going to have to dodge both of them at the same time, that K4 and the DO 335. The 335 can't really turn, so I know I've got a little bit of time before he can get guns on me again. Now, he does come in, luckily they miss, but he kills that Spitfire. So now, I've been trying to help my teammate, but he's ended up getting himself killed, so now it's just a 2-on-1. So we're going to have a little bit of fun. Now this K4 is damaged, remember, he's got a damaged elevator, so it's not a fully fair 1-on-1, you could say. He's probably got a roasting hot engine. But this P47 comes in, not P47, sorry, P51D. But he misses all his shots as well. Standard American team meme, being a bit incompetent. Take a few preliminary shots, try and get my aim on. And we take his wing off. Now we get a Dora that comes into the mix as well, just for good measure. Shouldn't really have took any pot shots here, quite low on ammo. It was a bit of a waste here. But it does scare him, I guess, so that's a good thing. Now the DO335 is coming in again, so I want to start taking defensive manoeuvres against him. So like in the G55S, we go low, get a little bit of speed, and we're going to pull up. Now he isn't manoeuvrable to turn with us. But now my eyes are focused on that Focke-Wulf Dora. Put it into a dive, get a bit more speed. Going to roll and pull with our elevator. Now this Dora 13, another premium. Bit of a trend going on here of incompetence and premiums. But he's trying to turn fight me. Bit disappointing that I didn't miss, but I only got myself to blame, my poor aim. And we're out of cannons. So we're going to basically pepper him to death with little British, I don't know, like hitting him with scones in it. A little bit excessive, a little bit sloppy with our shooting, but get the job done. But we've still got this 335, sorry. And we are a little bit slow here. He nearly gets a shot on me. But he isn't going that fast himself. He certainly doesn't have enough energy to manoeuvre. But British 7.62s or 7.7s, they've not got a lot of muzzle velocity and it's pretty hard to hit. But that game's over. These were just 3 quick games. Just wanted to go over clips that aren't necessarily good enough for a full video themselves, but they show a good understanding of like how to fly rather than just pure skill. But hope you got a little bit of something out of this. You need to keep in mind your plane's capabilities as well as the enemy plane's capabilities. You need to understand your energy levels, know what you doing one thing, what will that mean for the outcome several passes later. A lot of dogfights still lost in the opening stages, then it just slowly works its way out. So if you're having problems facing a certain plane, then do your research on that plane, research your own plane's strengths and how you can use it against that. Like I say, I hope you got something out of these 3 short games, and thank you very much for watching.